Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2023 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to the most important month of the year. I've been talking about this for quite a few months now. Welcome to the month of eclipses. Now, eclipses are a time of powerful changes, opportunities, endings, beginnings, a time to grow, a time to evolve, and a time to be brave as well. And this time we have eclipses that are there in Libra and in Taurus. They are both ruled by Venus. So a lot of Venusian energy is there, which simply means that Libra as a tendency wants to prioritize harmony over everything else, and it wants to put all the uncomfortable feelings under the carpet. It doesn't want to talk about it. And Taurus on the other side wants to look at your foundations. So the annual solar eclipse in Libra, which is there on the October 14th, it is a time where you need to be focusing on your self-empowerment, self-confidence, release of people-pleasing tendencies, acceptance of chaos as a catalyst, and raising your relationship standards. You also need to be letting go of all relationships that serve you no purpose, Sagittarius. As much as you love to party and as much as you love to have a big circle, this eclipse is literally asking you as to prioritize your social circle and let go of people which are just noise. Also, we have a lunar eclipse towards the end of the month, and which is there in Taurus, and it is going to ask you to what is it that you know in order to build a more solid and sustainable foundation for your life. And it's a great time to be looking at old debts, good time to be looking at your finances, good time to be looking at your investments, and also the kind of people that you're investing in, the right kind of people that you're investing in, and also using this desire for nice things for the betterment of all. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is that eclipses last for 6 months. So this is just the beginning. It will keep opening up as the months go along. So you will keep experiencing the change and the movement. It's also that we will experience some global world events. There could be some sudden weather patterns, economic shifts, and also there could be some changes on the world platform which we may not be able to control. But yet on the same time, it's also a month where a lot can be achieved. Let me break down the month for you. On the 5th, we have Mercury that is moving into Libra. It is joining Sun and Mars in your house of groups of friends, and that is where most of the focus is there this month. So for a lot of you, you're going to be realizing that kinship is quite thin on the ground, and it's really a time to be choosing your friends quite wisely. And I think the important thing would be to get connected with newer networks, meet up with people whom you don't maybe meet up with that often. It's a good time to be reaching out to people who have similar business or work interests, or even who echo the same value system as you do. Or maybe in certain cases, some of you could even start a group yourself. And this month could also change as to how it is that you socialize, and whether or not you're falling into the old pattern. Sun, of course, is going to be inspiring you to be extremely adventurous and cultural, rather than meeting at the same old bar. So you could be looking for new experience. You could be finding out new restaurants, new places to go and spend time with. And also people with whom you share similar dreams, similar goals, similar desire, they could come in contact with you during this time as well. And this, of course, is not going to be happening telepathically. You need to be having conversations when you're meeting people, whether they're through conferences, whether through social groups, wherein that you come to understand your place in the world. And a lack of resonance may be felt with old friends during this time, and it may indicate that you have sort of outgrown the scene. And this is also that if it is specially supported with some bad habits and addictions, then this parting is going to be quite beneficial for you. On the 9th, we have Venus that is there in Virgo, and it is moving into your house of career, reputation, accolades. And Venus, of course, besides being all about love romance, is also about money. So for a lot of you, there could be a windfall. Maybe, you get a new project, you get a new client. There could be some accolades. Maybe some of you could be at conferences. You could be looked upon as an expert in your field, and just a time to be basking in spotlight of achievement. On the 13th, we have Mars that moves into your house of behind the scenes. And Mars generally is not too happy being in this house because it's a very quiet house. It's a house of our psychological patterns. And Mars can bring up some old stuff. It can also bring up some old habit, maybe. So if you, say, have quit smoking, then it could take you back, and it could sort of make you spiral very quickly, because Mars also makes you quite impulsive, it makes you quite rash, and it makes you unusually bold, and that's normally under the influence. So keep a watch of your risk taking habit, and also try not to sort of spiral down the psychological pattern. If there have been issues earlier as far as the mental health is concerned, it's worth your while to be going and seeking therapy. Then the big news. We have a solar eclipse on the 14th, which is there in your house of groups of friendships. And the new moon over here, it's going to be highlighting your associations, your friendships, your networks, groups that you belong to, your hopes, your wishes, your peers, benefactors, the result of what you do, community, profits, supplemental income, bonuses, commissions, etc., and your audience. So this is a time where a new alliance can be seeded, or a group or friendship that offers up an opportunity. It can also point you, to gaining recognition for something that you do or something that you're getting in return. And in some cases, a new moon in this house can also bring rise to a new group, an organization, or a network that will give you a sense of belonging. And it's a time when you can manifest, or you can grow your following. You can connect with your soul tribe, and can connect with people who are on the same wavelength as you. Now, usually full moon in this house of groups of friends, it's going to be seeding a new wish, and will begin to aid its growth. And it's really, this new moon is a new moon of benefactors. It's a new moon of unexpected bonuses, recognition, and return on investments. So even if you were looking, if you were ever looking for an opportunity, this new moon for sure, for a lot of you, are going to be getting rewarded. And it's really a time that people are literally going to be coming out of the woodwork, and they're going to be helping you. So rather than saying that why me, just keep quiet and say thank you, I'm so grateful. And it's normally universe never gives us more than we can handle. So this is just connecting you to a wish. It is just making you grow and expand more in the workspace. Also, new moon over here, as far as friendships are concerned, it's going to be improving your social life. It's going to be improving the quality of people in your life. And also, you can gain rewards from the past accomplishments. So this is a time which normally we benefit through association with others. So it can be that by being friends with maybe people who are very well connected, you will gain from them. Either you gain business from them, through them, or you gain favors through them. So this is a time where you will find that people who are really higher up, especially a friend circle, they're being quite generous with you. On the 23rd, we have Sun and Mercury that moves into your house of behind the scenes. And this is also the house of psychological patterns. It's a house of isolation. It is the house of service. And it is a good time to be associating with a charity. Sagittarians, fabulous time. And even if you're not associated, good time to be giving, even though any time of the year is a good time to be giving, but especially whether it's an orphanage, whether it's an animal shelter, it almost has like a karmic connect, this house. So go and give somewhere where there's no transactional, that you are not sort of expecting something in return. So try and go and donate somewhere. On the 28th, we have the second biggie. We have a lunar eclipse that is there in a house of day-to-day chores, and this is also the house of health. And we have Jupiter and Uranus, which are there. Now, Uranus is the wild boy of astrology, and he's extremely disruptive, chaotic. But it also is, a planet of invention, of creation, of brilliance, but volatile at the same time. So, with a full moon, with a lunar eclipse over here, it can be that either a health scare sort of gets finished during this time, that you have sort of taken charge of your health, that you've started doing something about it. And especially for those of you who have been working hard, that you have been working hard at improving your health. You've started eating better, you are doing yoga, you're going for retreats, you're generally cleaning up your system, you're keeping your mind clean and positive. You will start to see the results right now. It's a perfect time, because full moons, though they are extremely emotional, there are times when things are ending, they're finishing. So good time to be ending a toxic habit, good time to be kicking off a bad habit as well. And a full moon in this house, it also illuminates that you may have been unaware of could be an underlying health issue. It could be a fault in a project. It could be the working environment, and at times it may has to do something with a pet. Something may just come up. It could be, you may not be expecting it, but it could be a health scare that could come up as well. And sometimes this can also indicate changes at work. Maybe one of your good employees will just get up and leave. So our true feelings, they come up with regards to our work and our everyday life with this full moon. And you may be happy and happy regarding your work conditions, and as such it can if you've been unhappy, it will bring about a strong desire to quit your job. And also if you have been applying for some time for a new project, for a new job, this is the time that you will get a new job. So you may want to ask these questions with this eclipse in your house of day-to-day chores and health, as to what habits you could introduce in your life that would make life easier, and what steps you could take to make that happen. Also, good time to be going for health checkups, good time to be applying for jobs, going for interviews. Good time to be seeking out a solution to any problem that you may have been experiencing. Again, we need to be reminding ourselves that eclipses last for 6 months, so this energy is not going anywhere quickly. You'll keep experiencing shifts and changes at your work environment, in your health, and also in the community where you stay as the months open up. So try and be as selective as possible as far as friendships are concerned, and also try and be as flexible as possible as far as your working environment is concerned. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Sagittarians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much.